to request to be in here.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for coming on my show.
Of course, of course.
Yes.
Everybody-
What were you saying?
I said, of course, of course. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yes. Thank you. You look fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. So, once again, everybody, you guys have tuned into the Bong Talk interview series, and we have special guest Blac Chyna on the show.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk about her partnership with Plain Jane. One thing I found interesting about that was Lindsay actually told me that when you guys teamed up, you guys were really, really hands-on. Well, you were really hands-on with like the boxing and everything. So talk about just being hands-on and reaching out to them or them reaching out to you.
Right. So, I mean, I have reached out, I've always been like super curious about like the whole CBD and like weed industry and things like that. I ain't gonna lie, like I've tried weed before and I just did not, I didn't like the way it made me feel, like paranoid, like scared. I'm like, nah, so I'm gonna stay away from this. I'm gonna let everybody have that.
Right.
I wanted to come out with a product that can like relax people and still like be beneficial to them in the same way. Because, like for me, I work so much and I'm constantly like on my feet and whatnot. So sometimes I'm like, okay, I need my brain to just kind of shut down and stop thinking. Like, I'm like, man, I'm asleep. Like, I'm like right now, but why am I still thinking? I don't want to be thinking while I'm sleeping. So I started doing my research and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? I actually I was like, let me do my research. So I kind of came about the whole CBD line. And, they have like different ones like for pain and things like that. So I was
What do you use CBD particularly for?
Me for like when I have to go to sleep, when I want to go to sleep and have a good rest. Like, I can't do it during the day because I feel like it makes me kind of like too relaxed. Like, hey, what's up? So I was like, not during the day, but like before I go to sleep and whatnot. And actually was using Plain Jane's products prior to that, their cream.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I really like the brand. I like how they like push their stuff, and with this, like, which is like really big for me.
Right.
So I reached out. They sent me like, like a demo, and I looked at the demo, and I'm like, this doesn't reflect Blac Chyna. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So as far as like the creative and whatnot, I was like, I'm gonna go back and forth because I want people to know like I'm serious about things that I have my name attached to. So I sent back like options for like the boxing and like the packaging and whatnot. So I actually have one here. Everybody, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I want to talk about what I love that GTA theme. Was that like what was behind the GTA theme? Was that like something that you loved growing up, or did you just like the artwork and the graphic for that particular brand for you?
You know what? I think it was, I've always been into like animations,
okay,
games. I'm actually like a gamer, and then I'm into cars. So it's like, why not? And I always wanted to be like a character. So I was like, why not just turn myself into one for the CBD? And then I wanted it to like also reflect like who I am, not nothing that's kind of like so far gone to where it doesn't make sense. So I was like, you know what? I have to have my signature bang. I did that bang, so I have like the Hollywood sign behind me, my Blac Chyna chain, my watch. Look at the booty. You had to have the booty on there too. So this is like the shipping box. And actually, the first 100 people that buy it, they actually get a signature from me too. I'll open it up so you can see what it looks like on the inside. So this is how your package would come.
So where can people purchase this? Can they go specifically to the Plain Jane website, or can they just tap in with you on your websites?
They can tap in just through me.
Okay.
Or want to go to like their website to buy other products and whatnot. But I have a link in my bio that it'll go straight to there. And then once they get their product, you get this really cool like lighter. I'll show you how it comes. Oop.
Oh, okay. So it's not just like the caviar. It comes with more. It comes with more shit.
Yeah, it comes with accessories. You have to have.
Okay.
Listen, I'm telling you, when you guys see this lighter, people are gonna be trying to take your lighter and stuff. And I know how people are like as far as like with their lighters, they do not play. It's like, get my lighter back. So
I know. I got a special one. I got a special one too. Like when people take it, I'm like, bro, I need it back immediately.
Yeah, and it's also like a torch. Watch this. Let me show you how it works. Oop, my nails. Oh, come on. My daggone nails, you guys. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I know the nails are popping today.
Ooh, sorry, y'all.
So it's a
Can you
lighter
like
and a
this for me? My
torch.
daggone fingernails. Hold on, y'all. My nails, y'all. I be struggling. I think
So
they're
it's a lighter and a torch.
right. I think I probably used that one out. It's upstairs. Is it the way? All right, I'm gonna come back to that. Can you ask for
It's
selling
okay.
for the box? So it comes with the lighter, and then it's two different. Pull this out. It's two different ones for the people that like leaves. I have the leaves with the caviar.
Those are strong.
It's
Those
super
are
strong.
strong. I had one of those. Those things were smoking.
So it looks like this. It comes in a tube, and I have my signature kiss with my name.
Okay.
So that's that. Let me show y'all what it looks like.
Do you smoke those specifically to go to sleep? Because those put me to sleep.
Yeah, like really easily. Oh, can you open them and get the lighter out? So it's like this.
Yes,
And then
and
it has the
it's the
filter.
king palm, correct?
Yes, it's the king palm, the leaf. And then
Mm-hmm.
the strand that we actually went with is actually the Hawaiian hemp.
Okay.
Yeah. And then that's that one. Let me show you this one in the raw paper. Ooh. So
So
it's gonna
so
come
you
like this,
said
so it like move around.
so you said when making this box, you when you first got the box, you said this wasn't Blac Chyna. So when you got the box, what's why did you want to make it? Why did you want to make the box to represent Blac Chyna? Like what specifically in your mind said, man, I need to make a box that represents me?
Because I want people to understand like my creative side and that this is just not like, okay, here you go, a check and then slap my name on a product. It's not like that. You know, and I feel like even Plain Jane themselves is like, wow, like she's really into it. Because like a lot of
Yeah.
companies, they come and they're like, we already got it. We'll just slap your name on it. And all you got to do is just do a post. But like with me, when I do certain things, I like to be like really hands on, like especially like the creative side. Because it's like once you once you put out a product and it's just, and it doesn't hit, you know what I mean? It falls back on your brand, and then people won't believe you after that. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, and that's just
Mm-hmm.
business, like doing good business, you know. And then I also too, like in the near future, I want to continue to work with them. I even like shot a little video driving up to the Hollywood sign, smoking it, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like really big on like the creative side of things, you know, and I don't want my name or my brand just to be tarnished because something was just thrown together. I don't roll like that. I haven't rolled like that.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm glad that you did that because specifically in like the cannabis world, you already know how people can be when it comes to like quality CBD or THC products. So it needs to come correct when you have these things.
Right. I follow this one page. I think it's like Blacklist something, but it's like they always like just go in on people that's the in the cannabis industry, and I'm like, I never want to be like put on this website ever. Like they be going in, they do not play. Yeah.
So you said you got interested, just by doing some research on CBD products personally. What specifically sparked your interest when you first saw CBD?
I mean, I think as far as like smoking the CBD, I think the first thing was like to calm your anxiety, because I feel like now. Can you turn the air off? I mean, sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
I'm like, what is going? I ain't never heard all these sounds and stuff before today. Like, what's going on? I'm actually in my studio right now, and
I
I'm like,
know
what's
it's
up
all
with these
good.
noises?
We
Um,
live and direct. We good.
right. No, so I mean, like, if anybody knows me, I used to be like really stuck on the jewel, like really hard. But then I stopped doing it. I stopped smoking it because like it started to hurt my chest. Like I would like inhale, and I'm like, okay, this is too much. But I'm off of like the jewel, and it just like calms my anxiety. But if I have really high anxiety, I might hit it once or twice, but not like the whole thing, just to
Right,
like
right,
calm
right,
me
right.
down. And then I also have like my Miley's, hopefully one day I do something like with the whole nicotine thing. what is this like? Yeah, it's just nicotine, like a
It's like
vape.
one of those little vapes that you can just hit.
Yeah, it's like the little vapes. So I had to like chill out on that. So I found, you know, that was like way more healthier in a sense. I mean, smoking period they say isn't good because your lungs. So I'm not like
Smoke is
encouraging y'all to
smoke.
smoke. But if you already do it, if you in it, you in. And the people that do smoke, you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, and as people know, this show is called Bong Talk. If you guys didn't know, that's like one of my favorite things to smoke out of. I need to switch it up because sometimes that just hits me a little too hard because my
Too hard.
bong is pretty big.
Yeah. But I mean, isn't like the bong supposed to be like cleaner, I guess?
Um, yeah, like okay, so this is what I have, right? This
Whoa.
is yeah.
You're not playing no games, sir.
I'm not playing no games at all. So this is the ash catcher. So when I hit it, the ash gets stuck into here, so not as much ash gets into the actual bong when I inhale it. So it
Right.
makes it a little bit smoother.
I've seen some people bongs and I'm like, so you mean to tell me this dirty water is going to continue to sit at the bottom and you still want to smoke it? Like it was like I've seen some nasty ones. Yours look pretty good, but I've seen some ones where I'm like, that's disgusting. Like seriously, and they just keep smoking like in it, like, and they don't even clean it out. I'm like, whoa,
They
that
don't
can't be
clean
how
it. That water's brown as fuck.
brown. I'm like, what is going on? That ain't right.
It's not right. So one thing I do want to talk about is you're a total entrepreneur. You have Lash Cosmetics, lashed by Blac Chyna. You're working with Fashion Nova,
Mhm.
music. You do. You're pretty multifaceted. So, talk about just being a total entrepreneur and just tapping into just different facets of creativity.
Right. I mean, I feel as though, let me see. So as far as like the music goes, like I'm really excited about that. We could kind of touch on that first. I'm excited about that, and it was something that I've like always thought about doing, but I had to like make sure my other businesses was like in line as far as like Lash Cosmetics and like my deals and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
so I can like have my focus to be on like the music. But for me, like I write down everything. I organize everything accordingly. I don't treat every business the same. And I mean, I do everything that's catered to me. So it makes my life like easier. I'm not going to do anything that's outside of like my brand. And I feel like people that actually do that, like they see like, oh, this has nothing to do with Blac Chyna. It's only a check type vibe.
Right.
And I feel like that alone just kind of like carries weight, like carry weights, carry weight and whatnot.
No, that makes sense. But like you said, rather than just looking like you're just getting the check, you're actually taking time out to make videos, to create content for whatever you're doing.
Right. Yep. I mean, and then like for me too, I mean, I think it just kind of came natural because I'm like really passionate about like everything that I do. Like everything needs to be perfect. Like everything needs to be like it aligned.
Right.
And then also too, like I'll focus. You know what I mean? Maybe be top of the week is my focus is going to be like lashed. And I have that out the way. And I kind of like focus in categories, and then I put it all together. You know.
So would you say maybe you're like slightly OCD when it comes to just like, yo, like this week I need to do this, or like today I need to finish this?
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I feel like anything like as far as like your business and being an entrepreneur, because it's no checks being like given, you know what I mean?
Right.
A regular person. So I have to stay on top of my stuff. Like entrepreneurs, our job is to figure out how to make money, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And like, I have like my staff and everything like that. And they like depend on me. So I have to like, live up to like what exactly that I'm doing and be hands on because I've had like people where I tried to bring in and it just didn't work out because nobody's gonna be passionate about like your business like yourself.
About your own thing, yeah.
Right, yeah. And then I have had Lash now since 2014. I have a store in Encino, which I'm actually reopening on the
Oh,
15th.
so you have a store specifically for your lashes?
Right, I have a store. So we do
Cool.
hair, nails, makeup, facials, V steams, all of like literally everything. It's a one-stop shop. And that actually took me an additional 2 years after I signed my first like a commercial agreement, because they didn't want to have like, like the conflict of interest. So I told them like,
Right.
I want to stay here, but you gotta let me do like nails and hair. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
give me, you have to, or I'm gonna be out. So he was like, you've been with me, you've been here for 5 years. All right,
Right.
well, I'm gonna redo the contract, and here you go. And I'm like, thank you, perfect. So I'm excited about that. I'm like building walls and hiring people, and I feel like I have like the perfect girls that's gonna do the job,
Cool.
passionate, and just being a business owner, the people that you hire is basically a reflection of you. So you have to like pick and choose very wisely. They almost
Mm-hmm.
got to kind of have like that instinct of like, what China do this type of like mentality, because that's the only
Right.
going to kind of work out,
Mm-hmm.
and like be able to take like creative direction and creative criticism too, because everybody has like their own way of doing like eyelashes or makeup or this or that, you know
Right. And
but it's like,
everyone
listen,
has
you have to
different.
listen to me, you have to do it like, you get it.
Yeah. And everyone has different love languages, so you're gonna have to. This person may do their lashes this way, so you have to understand their technique. That girl may do it this way. Like when you were talking, when you were saying like all like those different things about like the cosmetics, I have to ask my girlfriend different things about all the things you just said.
Yeah.
There's just so much things. Her name is China as well, but it's not spelled
Ooh,
the same way though. It's
okay.
like the country.
Mm.
It's like the country. Every time people say her name is, they're like they always bring up like Blac Chyna. She's like, nah,
It's
it's
for
like
the
the
eye.
country.
Why?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty funny, but I appreciate that you're willing to actually find different entrepreneurs out there to work your businesses and to come help with your infrastructure, because like you were saying, no one's going to work as hard as you on particularly what you're doing, but you're now having the faith of having that team and letting them do what they need to do because now it's needed.
Yeah, and then also too, like a lot of people don't know about me. If you're like I consider like my glam team and the people that work at the house and the people that ship my products like as a family. You know what I mean? And then once you have like that bond, it just makes everything a little bit easier, because sometimes like I've seen like in the past, like with like past employees, like they'll be scared to like ask me like certain things. So, and that's like when I first started years ago. So I'm like, no, like we're like in this together, like we're family. So if you have like ideas or just things that you think could like go a different route, then tell me so we could like do this together. And then also too, like another option that I give the people that work for me is that, hey, if you want to go and do like your own thing, like I literally could like help you, and it's not a problem with me. you
Mm,
know and I feel like the people eventually that's working with me, I want to see them go in and like go to the top. Where like
right.
most boss, they don't want you to like surpass them. Shoot, I'm like, shit, if you could do that, like let's go, I'm gonna help you, and I'm gonna tell you everything I know.
Because they'll pull you up with them when they get to the top as well.
Right, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like that.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying? It's not just like a one-sided thing,
Mm-hmm.
like with me, especially like if you're serious. And a lot of people have taken that advice, and like they have their own companies now, and they're like, yo, child, like I love you for that. I'm like, no, of course. No. Yeah, just like from everything from like the back end, like from like the LLCs to the bank accounts to hiring people to like workers' comp insurance to promotions to like light setups and different product things and e-commerce. Just everything is a collective, that people don't want to like tell you, so you can't like further like your business and whatnot if you want to
Mm-hmm.
business, like be an entrepreneur. But I'm gonna tell you, like, it's not an easy thing. You just got to be like focused. But if you have like a guide, as far as like myself or just maybe other people, it'll make your journey a little bit easier. It's just more so like being more verbal you know
Yeah, yeah, that's very, very important because some people just leave you, like you just said, completely assed out, just not knowing anything, not having no back end, not having any type of ownership of anything to your name, to your products. And by the time that you get to that top, you may lose it all because, like you're saying, the back end wasn't secure.
Yeah, and a lot of people too, like I tell people that do want to start their own businesses and things like that, first like do the research
Mm-hmm.
to see like, you know, like even like the area that you're in. You know what I mean? See like what people kind of want or like what's in like high demand, because like all of these things will affect your business, because you might want to come out with a product but it's specifically for like the summer. You know what I mean? Say if example, like somebody want to come out with body shimmers and tans and bleach and stuff or whatever it is. So it's like if you come out with a bronzer, you might want to drop it more so like kind of like in the winter, because in different places, you know what I mean, or push it more
Mm.
in different places, because you know we start to get lighter during like the winter months, and it's like you still want to maintain like that glow. So maybe target like different areas or different people depending on, you know what I mean, or like body oils in the summer. So like you might want to target more places where it's hot, or you know, it's just
Mm.
stuff to like just talk about and like think about, instead of just dropping something and it doesn't go because it's not really in season.
Right. So that's the yeah, pretty much you were just letting people know right now, understanding the demographic and the area that you're selling to, because you may be selling to an area full of white people who may not need no bronzer like that.
Might not even need it at all. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I'm excited about all the upcoming things that I have. I have my cooking show that's coming out too.
Talk about your cooking show a little bit.
Okay. So basically I always like cook. Like that's been like my thing. Like I'm a big foodie. Like I love food. Like,
Right.
and I can actually cook. I can like bake and do all of the things in between. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and start to show people like this other side versus like the reality TV of things, to like kind of just get to know me, because I'm like a really sweet, chill girl. So I was like, this is going to show them how to cook, of course, and then like a different like light of me, just to kind of like come into my world. I never want to feel as though like somebody can't like take a picture with me if I'm at the mall. You know what I mean? Because I take pictures, like I talk back to people like my China
You
dolls in the
you want to
DM.
be approachable.
Right, approachable. Like, yeah, I don't want to be like, oh God, there she go. I can't say nothing, but I really want to. I want people to be like, you know, to be, oh no, she's dope, you know, and kind of actually just visibly see it. And the whole thing behind the cooking show is like, you don't have to be a gourmet chef, you know, to be able to cook. Because most of these cooking shows, it's like older people, they're like super boring. So I want to bring like that fun, just a whole
You,
different type
you
of
you
vibe
think
to
you
the
think Bobby
cooking,
Flay is boring?
huh?
You think Bobby Flay is boring?
Oh, I don't even know who that is.
It's all good. 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 Look
Yeah,
up Bobby
sorry. Hi,
Flay.
Bob.
He
I don't
he
know you,
he
but
cold
maybe
with it.
huh?
He cold with it. Hit up Bobby Flay. Maybe in the future, maybe we just manifested something. Maybe in the future we'll see some Bobby Flay Blac Chyna collab.
Yeah, I'm totally down. Shoot. But yeah, so like I mean, just as far as like the cooking show, it's just always going to be like a fun time, like interesting. You get to learn how to cook. I already started filming it, obviously, but I don't really want to go into too much details. I'm gonna do
Right.
a really big drop for it, but I'm really excited about it, and it's something that I actually enjoy doing. And it goes back to like being passionate about what you do, and it's just going to go naturally. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for you in that sense, because it seems like with these different things that you're doing,
yeah.
you're now giving people like a different side of your character that people maybe never seen before.
Right. And another thing too, like, you know, I just post my pictures and I kind of just stay, you know, like in my lane, and I just do my work, take care of my kids, and just stay in my bubble. You know what I mean? And just kind of just figure out what it is that I'm like actually passionate about, or something that I'm kind of scared about. Because
Right.
sometimes I might have fears of like, dang, I want to do this, but I'm really scared. And then half the time when you're so scared, you probably do it way better than like what you thought, you know? So I feel like just last year I was able to like break down a lot of like walls that I had built up, you know what I mean? Like, no, I
Mm.
don't know if I should do that, or should I do that? And then like I'm just basically doing everything that I want to do, and some of the things conquering like some of my fears and whatnot. And I encourage
Right.
people to do that too. You know, because I mean, and I feel like that comes from people saying, people putting like their own insecurities on you, type of situation.
Mm,
And I,
yes, very true.
or they might, or if you might tell somebody like an idea, like, oh, I think that's stupid, or somebody else is doing that, you know. But at the very end of the day, everybody's doing possibly what you're doing, but they're not you. You know what I mean? Every person
Mm-hmm.
is a one of one, and that's it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
that's really
and
it.
and I'm glad you said that, because
Yeah.
everyone's one of one, and that's why you don't really mind giving gems out or letting people know you need to do this or that, because Blac Chyna is Blac Chyna, and you're gonna do what you're going to do, but you can still give somebody some gems so they can elevate and take their business to a whole different level as well, or take their just their livelihood to a different level.
Right. Yeah. And I just think like everything that I do is literally like a lifestyle. It's like not like I only do this and then the camera off and then this is not what I'm doing. So I feel like everything being organic, it just makes my life easier because I never have to double back, because it's almost like you live in a lie type of thing if it's not organic or if it's
Mm-hmm.
really you. And I've been like that since I came out in 2008. You know, I hit the scene in 2008 and it's been 13 years now. And, you know, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been supporting Blac Chyna, because you know, I've been the ups and the downs, and I'm like, ooh. And I look back at stuff like, damn, like, I'm really proud of myself because I've switched up my
Right.
whole everything, like my whole aura. And now, like, people have been coming to me, like, even like my family, and they're like, yo, like, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but you just have like this, like, light around you.
This
And
aura.
I'm just like, thanks, you know? I just
Mm-hmm.
had to like take time and just reevaluate some of the things that I was doing, some of the things that I wasn't doing, to like have like, you know, my glow from within come like shine through, you know?
Mm.
Because you could
That
be like super pretty like on the outside, but just, you know what I'm saying, still battling things like within. Yep. So if anybody's like battling like with anything, just, you know, on a personal note, I would say like, you know what I mean, like pray about it, meditate, do like your fastings, get organized, you know, because basically like what you're doing today is what's going to affect how you're living in 3 years, you know, because it's like one
mm.
of those things like people might ask, well, what do you want to do in 5 years? That's not really the case, because every day we change. So if you start working on yourself, that's going to reflect what you're going to do in 3 years. Like, but you have to start now. And then you have some people that, you know, that live in the past. You have three, it's like three different people. Some people that live in the past, the present, and the future, you know? So I would encourage everybody to live in the present, and then not like the past or like the future. You get what I'm saying? Like live in the present moment. Like even down to like certain things like my kids' birthdays, right? This is an example.
Okay.
I didn't pick up my phone at one time, because normally I would pick up my phone and record like, are you having fun? No, I'm like, no, I'm gonna have my friends record me, and I'm gonna live in this present moment. I'm not gonna live, even though I'm there through the phone. You know
Right.
what I mean? All this aside, let's do this. You know what I mean? And so I just remember every single moment, because you know it's a natural thing. Like you happy, it's like happy birthday, or somebody singing happy birthday to you. Naturally gonna grab your phone and
Yeah.
record everybody singing happy birthday to you, but you literally just missed out on that moment. You get what I'm saying?
I
So
know exactly what you mean.
So yeah, it's just like living in the present and just like
You
being,
gotta smell the flowers sometimes.
yeah, you have to. Like that's the only way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like damn, looking at the flowers like damn, I don't even remember. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't even know what they smell like. I don't even know where I was at, kind of. You
Right.
know what I mean?
And then it's like, let me go back in my phone. Like what?
Mm-hmm. No.
No, use your memory.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate those gems that you just dropped. I think that was well needed for people to hear, for me to hear, and maybe even for yourself to hear as well. You know, because sometimes when we
Yeah,
say things, it's like we're talking to ourselves. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yep, yep, yep. So what state are you in?
I'm in the Inland Empire. I'm in the Inland Empire, Riverside, California. It's
Oh, okay, you in
50.
Cali. I'm like, wait, what is
I'm
that?
in California though. It's 50 minutes.
Oh,
It's
okay.
50. It's like 50 minutes away from Los Angeles. But I'm in the
Okay.
Inland Empire
Kind of
though.
have to
Yeah.
come to the shop when it opens.
Yeah, I would love
I need
to.
to go to China shop.
China has to come to China shop. That would be honestly a
I'm so,
legendary picture.
huh?
That would be a legendary picture. What I said, I
Yeah.
said China coming to China shop would be a legendary picture. I think that would be pretty funny. What if there would be, since we're on this topic real quick, if there was one thing that if you could tell yourself in 2008, if your present self now could tell yourself something in 2008, what would you tell yourself? Like what advice would you give yourself?
Some advice that I would tell myself,
Yeah.
just like in general.
Yeah. That you think that would probably have helped you. That you figured out now. That's now that you have this glow and this aura, now that you're doing different things now.
To put wait, you know what? What is it? What is it? Retirement plan? Start your retirement plan now, sis. Yeah, I would say that. And then just kind of like really live in the present and really start to pay attention to the people that's around you. Because
Mm,
people that's around you and like their energy and their aura will really it will really it will really affect your life, you know?
okay.
So if you're into makeup and things like that, surround yourself around the things that's going to give you more longevity, you know? In 2000 and just certain things, like another thing I would tell myself is to rest. Make sure you get your rest. I mean, I get my rest now. I'm not even playing. To rest and just to like just focus on what it is that you want, you know, and just be and do everything like exactly like how you want to do it. Like I feel like just in from 2008 till now, honestly, to be honest, I wouldn't change none of it because it's like literally made me the person that I am today, you know. I wouldn't change none of the relationships, the friendships. I wouldn't change literally nothing, nothing at all, because it really like taught me some valuable lessons that is going to carry me on for the rest of my life, and you know, just people that's around me, you know, because I feel like, you know, I'm 32, I'll be 33 in May, and I have, you know, I've lit, I'm so blessed
May
to
what?
May 11th.
May 5th is my birthday.
Taurus.
Taurus.
Taurus, man, we're sweet, we're loyal. If we love you, you can get anything out of us. We love food.
Yes.
We
Yes.
love food. Don't wake us up out our sleep.
Please don't. Then especially when
Yeah,
I'm taking a nap, I'll be mad as fuck.
we'll spoil you, you know, like all that good stuff.
That's like one question I wanted to ask. So real quick, so being a tourist or being on this subject,
Yeah.
would you say you're just naturally an introvert and you just like being to yourself and don't really being around people like that? But since you do occupation to where you have to be around people and interact, you do.
I mean, right now, shoot, honestly, like prior to like me really getting my name out there, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm from the mud. You know what I mean? Like I
Word.
honestly like, you know what I mean? I sit back and I thank God all the time. Like, dang, like he really blessed me with, you know, beautiful children and my businesses and my homes and things like that. But I mean, as far as like just me wanting to like just kind of lay back in my style, it goes back to like me dancing for 6 years, you know what I mean? And having to deal
Right.
with many different personalities. But when I was going through that, it actually like helped prepare me for the things that I'm doing now. So it doesn't bother me at all. You know what I mean? And like me wanting to be in the house, I feel like that's the safest place, you know? And then on top of that, by me being like a homebody, that's how I was able to put my studio in the house.
Right.
And like I ship right now because of the COVID and whatnot, like from my house now, and I set up this side of the house like with my studio, my lights and things like that, and the kids that's their backyard. So I set up every room like accordingly to fit my family. But shoot, that's like a blessing to be able to like sit in the house, still work and keep my peace. Because going outside is like is it's crazy. These streets is crazy. You know what I mean? So I try to not even put myself in certain situations and whatnot.
No, no, no. I agree because having a status, you can't really move around like anybody. You can't really pull up to Target like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Yeah.
just different things you just can't do. But like you were talking about, just being blessed and highly favored to still be able to do what you're doing. How would you say you adjusted to when the Rona hit prior
Oh,
to
and now,
2020?
hold on. It's like doing something.
Oh no, take your time.
Uh-oh. Why is it? Okay. Say something.
Hello,
Okay. Okay.
you good?
Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. It was the service was doing something weird.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
What
You're
you
good.
say?
No, I was saying so. You were talking about being blessed and highly favored. So, how
Yeah.
would you say you were doing or adjusted during 2020 when the Rona hit? Because everyone had to just do different things during the time.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, honestly, before like the COVID hit, I was running my businesses just the same, and I set it up that way. And just literally right before it hit, I was like, I'm gonna put a gym in my garage. So I like cleared out the garage and stuff. So like when it hit, I'm like, shoot, I'm already kind of set up. It didn't take me from out of like my element, you know. And then I mean, honestly, like by it hitting, I mean, I'm always in the house anyway, and then I don't do like postings to like be able to where it's always like, oh my gosh, I can't do hostings. Like my money's gonna get all messed up and I'm gonna be messed up out here in these streets. But no, I've been fine though.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No,
but
no, that.
where it did actually like hit them really hard.
Mm.
So yeah.
Well, everyone, you guys are tuned into the Bong Talk interview series. I'm your host, Nappy 2000. We do this thing every single Monday, 1:20 p.m. Pacific time, 4:20 p.m. Eastern time, and we have special guest Blac Chyna on here. I just want to ask you a couple more questions. Once again,
Yeah.
I really appreciate you even coming on, having
Yeah.
this conversation, and being very transparent with me. I love having transparent conversations with anybody and everybody. So just thank you for having transparent conversations with this too. Um,
Oh, for sure.
I want to talk about you working with Fashion Nova. I see you going dummy heavy with Fashion Nova and Fashion Nova Curve. So touch on your collabs and your partnerships with Fashion Nova a little bit.
Well, actually, like I started working with Fashion Nova way before, so I was like one of the first people to blow it up. You know, what
Mm.
I mean? And I've been consistently with them since King was 1, and King will be 9 this year. So this has been nothing new. Like half of the thing, like half of the companies, you know, that you guys follow today, thank you, baby. I've already kind of, you know what I mean, been doing promotional advertisement with them because
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people like that work with Fashion Nova come and go, but it's like we stuck. You know what I mean? And then I have like a relationship, like with the owners and things like that, and it goes back to being passionate about what you're doing and making sure that whatever company that you're promoting, that you're giving out the best content, so you can still have that relationship and that deal more for like the long term instead of short term.
Right. I think the theme for a
Uh,
lot of your business relationships is that you're very close and tight with the people that you work with. Like you build the relationship with them prior to even doing much business with them. It's like you need to figure out who they are as a person first before you even move forward with it.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. You know what I mean? Because at the same time, like it's your brand too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have like a company that's putting out bad product, but and have this mentality like I don't give a fuck because that's on them, but not knowing it's on you too. And if you do that, nobody's gonna believe anything that you try to like push, or even if you start pushing things yourself. So sometimes like just even if they trying to cut a check, if the product is shitty, like don't even do it because then it's just gonna be like bad business as far as like with you, or
Mm-hmm.
or you can even give like feedback to the company and be like, hey, I think you should like do this or that. But it comes also to like having that open relationship and communication with the person that you're doing business with, especially if you truly like really love the product or like the brand or any things of that sort. Is
You
it
need to know. You need to know. It can't be trash because, like you said, it goes back on your name.
No, yeah, facts. Sorry.
And two, I do want to touch briefly on your music.
Yes.
I've been listening to your music. You got some features with Too Short, Keek the Sneak, Trippy Red.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. And talk about your new single that came out.
Right. My new single's called Doom. Make sure
Talk
y'all
about
screen
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Stream it. So me and my good friend Asian Doll, we cut the record here right in my studio, which I love so much. It's so crazy because just the music industry is just totally different from like what I'm used to doing, which is like the modeling and the television and stuff.
Yeah.
Like you gotta feel the music. You have to be organic with it, or people are gonna like hear it through like they're gonna hear it and be like, okay, this she's not serious about this, or this is trash. You know what I mean? And then as far as like my collab with her, like I started making music in 2017, and we've
Okay.
been friends for like a little bit over 3 years now. And every time she would come out and play my music, and she's like, "Yo, Chai, you need to start putting out music." And I'm like, "I'm just not ready right now, sis." So we did the song Doom, and then we shot the video last year actually. I was gonna put it out a little bit. Sorry, I was gonna put it out last year, like maybe towards the end. But this goes back to this. It was like around the holiday time. I'm like, it's not gonna do well because people with their families is cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. It's just not the right time. So like,
Mm-hmm.
I put it out. It was like, ugh, new year, new music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just about timing. And the video, I wanted it to be like bright and like just fun. So I brought out like my cars. Brought out my cars. I called like my good friend Larry and a few other people to come help as far as like with the visuals. And it came out super fire. Like I had the young girl cheerleaders. Shout out to the cheer.
Yep.
Flipping and doing all that, like just going off.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have Dan in it, the one that be doing that weird dance.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Dan
do that.
came and had did the video, like came did the video, so it's not so like super like sexy. Just put like a smile on your face. So he was doing like funny little movements and things like that, like in the classroom scene. So it made the song a little bit lighter, not so like dark, you know?
Mm.
Right.
Man, I appreciate you tapping into it. Even if people like it or do like it, I appreciate you for even tapping into it and doing it because it really don't matter if you like that shit. It really don't matter if you think it's slap. Go crazy. I think
Yeah.
I like that Trippy Red song. That shit is hard.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I'm still working on my craft
Yeah.
every day, and my songs literally are getting better and better. So I'm happy to put out the songs that I was so passionate about previous than the ones now, because I want people to see like my growth, not like just okay trying to bank everything. Everything isn't going to be perfect as far as like the music world, because there's some songs where I love the artist, but I'm like, this song to me ain't it. You know what I mean? But for the next person, it might be everything. But that's
Right.
the artist. So I think with me, I think I'm just going to continue to put out my singles, let people get comfortable like with how I'm projecting my music, and just keep going. I feel like with the music, it's like really no right or way to like put it out there, as long as it's like organic and it reflects the things that sorry, organic, and if everything like reflects me, China. I'm
Yeah.
not going to go out there and try to be something else that I'm not. I'm going to use my own tone. I'm going to use my own timing, you know what I mean, with certain things. So I hope people can like see that and see I'm not, that I'm not on that.
No, no, no. It's coming. Keep dropping. Just keep dropping the music. Just keep dropping
Yeah.
the music. Just stay consistent with it. Um, Blac Chyna, I truly appreciate you for coming on to my show Bong Talk. Like we said, being transparent, having a conversation, and
Yeah.
just talking about everything that you're doing. So for the people at home that are tuned into this still, what can we expect from you for the rest of 2021 and beyond from everything that you're doing right now?
Let's see. Just more songs, more visuals with my songs.
Okay.
Cooking with Blac Chyna. if you guys come and visit LA, come visit my shop, stop by.
Okay.
I plan on doing more beauty products, and I'm actually working like total right now. I'm working on 3 new shows.
Okay. Oh, three.
3. So
Can we name them, or are they a secret right now?
t- 2 of them are secret, and
Okay.
like I can name the cooking show. The 2
In
other
that
ones are
cooking one. Oh,
secret.
okay.
And and then in between was really 4. It's
Mm,
really 4. So the 4th one is going to come later this year, but this is like stuff that's coming up like sooner than that.
okay.
Yep. So I'm excited about that
Mm,
because I get to start to show people like different aspects of me, like like you know what I mean. Like I'm a mother, you know what I mean. I'm still I'm a friend. Um, I'm a businesswoman. I'm still Angela White. It's like people try to like put both of the things to you know what I mean together, but it's like, hey, I'm Angela White, but this is like Blac Chyna's a brand. You know what I mean? And people feel like that I'm not like I don't have feelings and emotions, and that I'm not gonna go through things.
mm.
So I mean, just throughout the years, I've had people say like, I've really seen like your growth, and just with everything that's coming up. And I like really appreciate that. I appreciate like when people like DM me and say, hey, I love your products, or your show like really helped me in a situation, or your music got me through like this situation in my life, or you like inspire me to like go ahead and do whatever it is that I want to do, and how you don't have like this ad, like you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
attitude, like I'm that bitch, you know what I mean, because
Right.
that's not cute. You could be that bitch and not act like, yeah, I'm that bitch. Just everything.
You can
So
be humble with
like,
it.
be humble with it. So I appreciate like, people, um, you know what I mean, that's been like riding with me for like all the years, and that tune into like certain projects that I do, or like if they go and support like, Lash or my CBD line, or watch the show and things like that. So I'm just really excited and grateful for that, because it gives me like the courage to keep going too. So it's not just, oh, I'm the shit, I'm doing this by myself. No, I feel like I'm doing it for other people that, truly like look up to like, okay, a girl that came from Washington, D.C., like, and then still continue to like get it out the mud,
The
you know?
DMV.
The DMV.
Mm. Yep. I got family in Oxon Hill, Maryland. Right there.
Live in Ox Hill. That's so funny.
Yeah. I got family out there.
E.E.
Yep.
funny.
That shit crazy. But yep. Thank you for coming on the show. For the people that don't know, peep out her new CBD line that just came out.
Yep.
Show them one more time. That was the original topic, so we'll end it on that topic as well.
Look at how cute that is, you guys. Oh, here. So it comes in the raws, or you can get it in the leaf. Where'd the lighter go? I wanted to show you the lighter. Where is the lighter at? I can't see nothing. Oh, I'm gonna try this again for my nails. Girls with long nails, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's because, okay, so let me see that.
Oh.
So one thing I do like, see how it's a torch
Mm-hmm.
for the girls that do have nails. And then just pull it up like that. That wind is like blowing my damn nails. So then it keeps going. And look at how cute that
Oh.
is with the rose gold and the red.
I like that.
Yeah.
I actually like that. I actually do. The torch the torch concept is dope. I would use that thing for sure.
Yeah, and it's heavy. It's like, it's not cheap. Like I don't know if you hear that. But
No,
I
I hear
love,
it. I hear
the light,
it.
you know. And it says Blac Chyna with a kiss. So yeah, make sure you guys go check it out. You're gonna love it a lot. If you have high anxiety, if you think a lot, or if you just want to just chill, or say like if you're like in a setting where it is a lot of like weed, and you kind of don't want to feel like left out sometimes, it's like, go ahead, hit the button. It's like, no, I got my own stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? They'll never know.
They won't know. They won't know
And
at
it's so
all.
crazy. It smells just like weed. I have to get your address. I'm gonna ship you out some products. Like, it smells
Mm.
it's crazy.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
I
really
would
happy
love
with the
some.
product.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I would love some. I'll post it and everything. I'll blow it up. I'll blow it up.
Okay? That's what I like to hear.
Thank you, thank you, Blac Chyna, for coming on to my show. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. Great conversation, for real.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, yes. So everyone, thank you guys for tuning in to Bong Talk, and we just have Blac Chyna on here. So thank you once again for coming on the show.
Yep. So the first 100 people that buy the product, you're gonna get a signature box from me, Blac Chyna.
Get the box.
Make sure you guys get it. And it's sealed with a kiss too. I kind of broke the seal, but every detail, like I was so detailed with everything. So
I know I seen that. I was like, I feel it. I fuck with it. I fuck with the detail and the intricacies that you did with the box. I do appreciate that. As a weed smoker, I appreciate that.
right, this is not here. Smoke this. It's like, dang, if you see this, it's like almost like, damn, I don't want to smoke this. Should I like put this up as like a collector and like just keep it? That's how cute the packaging and just everything is, honestly.
Yeah, and that's good that you thought about it like that because people would keep that as just like a as
Yeah.
something like
So even the box, like the box is like, like this. So like you can even take this out and like store other things, like store your lighters or like your other little weeds and things like that, like little gadgets and cleaning tools. I know how, I've been around some real smokers like where they do not play around like with their setup. You'd be like, ooh, I didn't think it was that serious. But you can even use this box like so, and it's just really cool. I just love it.
mm, I appreciate the box. Yo, anyone that smokes weed, CBD, has high anxiety, who needs just help sleeping, buy this Blac Chyna Plain Jane product, and the first 100 people get what?
Signature from me, Blac Chyna.
A signature from Blac Chyna.
Yep.
So thank you once again for coming on the show.
Thanks for
But
having me.
yes, yes, yes. And I will give you the information for your product and we'll blow it up. And thank you again.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Let's see. So thank you guys for tuning in to Bong Talk every single Monday. And the one thing that we do before we end the show, we hit the bong together. So if you guys are smoking a joint, a blunt, you guys are smoking anything right now, give me a thumbs up and we'll hit it together. This is your guys. This may be your first time coming in. So give me a thumbs up if you guys are ready to just hit something with me real quick and we're out of here. Once we get a thumbs up or somebody, we're out. All right. Oh, that's one. Yep. 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 Thank you guys for tuning in to Bong Talk. I'm Nappy 2000. We just had Blac Chyna, and let's do this thing. Thank you guys for tuning in. One love. I appreciate y'all.